Hey, it's your girl Fury. This is the last vlog that I am filming for the night. I saved the best for last, okay? Because this story is definitely cringe-worthy. Everybody says that I should have my own TV show. I say I should have my own TV show because I need to. I feel like if we keep saying that I'm going to have my own TV show, collectively as a whole, we are going to manifest me on TV, all right? A lot of people don't know that I've actually had people who are interested in working with me. Major media networks, TV networks, websites want me to appear in docuseries, movies, reality TV shows and whatnot. But all money ain't good money. And some of the offers just weren't for me to take at the end of the day. Now, some years ago, I had one offer that is definitely cringe-worthy, and I do not know why I have not told y'all this before, but I'm going to tell it. For those of y'all who are tardy to the party, I used to be a cam host on adult sites. I still own a cam site. It still makes me money, but do I perform on it anymore? No. I had a customer who used to come and get shows off of me. And after I do my thug fizzle, he would want to have conversation afterwards. Like regular, like say we was in like the bar or something, just sitting and talking. I don't have anything to talk about to you, sir. I don't like having personal conversation on adult sites or in my inbox or anything like that, because unfortunately it creates an attachment to me as a fantasy. And it has people feeling like they special and deserve access to me that they like they not gonna get. I mean, it's just for adult purposes only. It's my job to sit up here and do something strange for a piece of change at a per minute fee, okay? Nothing more, nothing less. After watching me on your screen, this is not the movie The Ring. After you watch me on the screen, I am not going to come out of it and start doing something freaky for you. Just because you sat there and was bold enough to watch. So he would be talking to me and he would just like be acting like it's more to it than what it really was. So I guess he Googled me. I got an email explaining who he was. He was a bounty hunter who surprisingly had a bargain basement TV show on TV that looked like it had a case of the Wackers Hells. But he was working on the movie and he wanted me to read the script for a movie role in person for the team of his that's working on the project. My management at the time did their research and the guy checked out. So I was off to Indianapolis, y'all. So he flew me in. He sent a stretch Chrysler 300 limousine for me. Y'all, I was on the way to the hotel in this tacky thing looking like out the windows like I'm Will Smith from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like... Y'all can tell me anything, yo. He was like the typical bald-headed dude, brown skin, mid-40s with a Gucci belly. Not new Gucci, not clone Gucci. I'm talking about the old Gucci. So he came to get me from the hotel, and the hotel was really, really nice, by the way. Oh, and if somebody can remind me to spray paint that table over there, I have some white paint, because everything in here is white, and that one little table that I bought with the intentions of painting is throwing off my videos. But moving on. So he picked me up from this hotel, okay, and the hotel was like really, really nice. Like it was one of those swanky joints. He had a I believe it was a Corvette, if I'm not mistaken. I know he had a pretty decent looking little sports car, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, he flew me in. He put me up in this nice hotel. He came and got me at his cute little car after he rented limo service for me. So when we pulled up to the Chinese carryout in the holy grail of the hood, yeah, I was done. I'm getting what I thought was a 3.5 star treatment. Cause I'm like a F-list celebrity at the time. Like, I got flued out, limo service, fly hotel, and y'all done took me to a carryout where you got like drug addicts loitering the premises like y'all know each other. Cause the way we pulling up and he hopping out and they speaking to each other, I feel like he frequents the spot pretty often. And he must frequently put some change in their hand, you know what I'm saying? This is Indianapolis. I never been there, but I dated one of their football players. I know that they got an Applebee's at least. I'm not even an Applebee's person, but I would have been more comfortable there than smack dab in the middle of intense hooddom. And I'm states away from where I live. I'm not into the hood, but the thing is, I'm not at home. It would be different if I was even back in like DC. I no longer live in DC, but I'm still very familiar with the area, okay? I still know my way around the city. Shout outs to the city, the chocolate city. I miss it. But the thing is, I still know my way around. So let's say if something happens, because you putting me in a situation where the surroundings don't look really safe, and I don't know him. I know he a bounty hunter, but I don't know if he really about that life and he a boss with it. You never know what can happen, and I don't have anybody that I can call up that lives local or anything, and I can say like, yo, like I just, got robbed, or I'm at the police station, or I'm at the hospital, or, anything of that nature. So it's not the fact that I'm hating on the hood, which I'm not real comfortable with anyway, but it would be different if I'm back home. I'm riding around and I'm getting it, and then I stop at a fish place or a chicken shack because I want to get like a little box of fish, a 2-piece with some hush puppies and a coleslaw and like some baked beans or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my decision. But these are your crackheads. I don't know these. And that's what you do? I just felt like it was a little tacky. But let me tell y'all something. Obviously, he was on to something because the food was great. I'm going on 40 years old, and this was some years ago, and I still remember that Chinese carryout place that has some really good food. I just feel like taking me there was tasteless if you doing all this. Like, you ready to stretch limo, and then you bring me to literally the holy grail of the hood to go to a Chinese carryout. But the food was good, though. But I just feel like that was tasteless. No pun intended. I'm not asking for Papados, but we really could have just went down to TGI Friday or Chili's and got like a 2 for $2 and then minimize the chances of me getting robbed or beaten or something. But at least the food was good. You know what I'm saying? If I lived locally, I don't know. I might would have gotten to know the fiends, when I see them outside, put a couple dollars in their hands, speak a positive word to them, probably go with a blade in my pocket and get a seafood delight and a crab rangoon. Tell them it's nice seeing you. Hope everything is everything. And make sure I had an extra soy sauce and some duck sauce with my order and made it back to the house. Gotta have a duck sauce now. Which is surprisingly not made of duck. Don't pay me any attention. I would not go back over there. You crazy. I was sending him over there. Like, you know that Chinese food place that we went to? You had to carry out over on such and such, such and such. Can you run by there and give me a shrimp lo mein and an egg roll? Come on, I'm gonna give you gas money. I'm gonna PayPal it. Cause no. I've been in some hood places before, and I was super good. Okay, especially it's this place in the city that my dad lives in. That was back when I was eating meat. It was a hot dog place. It was some sketchy individuals outside, but they was cool though. And the food was banging. You can get some great food in the hood. And if you know about getting some great food in the hood, drop me a comment too. Tell me what your favorite place to eat at in the hood is. Moving on. Let's talk about this scrape eating. I got a full belly off of the Chinese curry out place, and I'm happy and everything. And he's talking about we was getting ready to go read the script. So now I got to do some work. It was at a local bank, at one of the conference rooms in the back. You know, like you can rent conference rooms at banks and stuff for like meetings, depending on what it is. So I walked in, and his constituents were all sitting around those cheap, long, past the anniversary dinner tables that you rent from places. You know the ones, like the little white tables with the black foldy legs, and they got like the weird texture on the top. You know what I'm talking about, right? So he gives me the script. It wasn't much. But I noticed it was a cop story. My boyfriend, who of course was played by him, came home from work after having a bad day. Womp womp. I was supposed to listen to this, okay? You ready? He came home from a bad day and he supposedly sat on the bed. The fake bed. I was supposed to seduce him. That's my daughter texted me. I was supposed to seduce him so I could tell him that I'm pregnant by him. I'm basically supposed to throw myself on this man in a hornball manner and tell him that I'm pregnant. Like, I was supposed to give him the news in a seductive manner. What? Huh? I'm looking around the room and I'm not seeing any other actors. I'm not seeing anybody else that's participating in the production of this but him and me. And the team that I'm reading for is like, I don't even know who these people are if you want to keep it hot, because he ain't introduced anybody. That's why I just said his constituents, because I don't know these people from a hole in the wall. And I'm just looking at them like nobody else showed up, or was nobody else even invited? I refuse to believe that he had a script reading with the whole squad present just for little old me. And he can't even take me to TGI Friday to go get something to eat. You gotta be playing. He hasn't mentioned any other talent, y'all. He ain't mentioned any auditions. He ain't mentioned anybody from a talent agency. He ain't mentioned anybody else. I know I could be a lot. I know I have a strong personality and I can be a lot. And I know sometimes my mouth is a little, I speak my mind. I've been working better at that in recent times. My Uncle Martin will tell you, I've been working on myself. And I feel like I am doing way better than I used to. But my mouth. The whole time I just been looking around at these people, like trying to figure out why I'm here. and you got me. Want to seductively tell you that I'm pregnant. Alright. Y'all know I got a 19-year-old daughter. And that is not how I told him that I was pregnant, okay? Like, I looked around the room, I said, not only do I sell porn for a living, but I have a daughter. And I would never use seduction to try to tell my man that I'm pregnant. They looked at me like... So at that point, I'm wondering if he even told them that I work in the adult industry. Because the way everybody collectively... Because they like, like I said, they wanted to pass the anniversary table. So it's like they lined up. And I'm looking at everybody, and I feel like he must not have shared with them that I'm an adult entertainer, that he found me on a cam site. Because it looked like I just let the cat out the bag about what my profession was. For real, for real. That's the only form of acting I've ever done. Yo, I would never use seduction to tell my man that I'm pregnant, and they did not rewrite it. They didn't tweak it. They didn't acknowledge it. Nothing. They just looked at me like I was crazy and said, okay, well, let's get to reading the script and give it a go. So now I gotta act like I'm interested in this man? So either he got a pregnancy kink, or I'm not cut out for real acting. That I should just stick to like reality shows where I'm like typeset to be myself, or I'm doing like a cameo and I'm playing myself, or I got like literally a reality show where it's about me as a person, and then some of the script, of course, is written, but for the most part is logical stuff that I would actually do. But I'm thinking, like, I'm really supposed to be like seductive towards this man and pretend like I want him, and I'm supposed to tell him I'm pregnant? Y'all, I mean, okay, maybe I'm overthinking it. Get in the comments and tell me if you feel like I'm overthinking it. But I just felt like it was weird. Chai Latte, Carla, Dimitri, I know y'all in here watching, y'all, and if I didn't just name you, just feel free to chime in. I like getting to know my viewers. I love getting to know y'all. Tell me what y'all think about that. Is that not weird to y'all that nobody else showed up? He didn't mention anybody else but me. He could have gotten talent from... He could have did a casting call, because this is a major city. One of my favorite streamers, my mutual streamer, McGraw, he lives in Indianapolis, so he probably is like, what? You could have did a casting call there. He could have went to a talent agency. Let me see. Let me go on Google real quick. Okay, so it's a talent agency called Helen Wells Agency, Talent Fusion Artistic Enterprises, Model and Talent Management, Indie Models, Talent Republic, Room Model Management, Dynamic Events and Promotion, L Models, Aesthetic Artist Agency, Talent Raiders, Grand Rising. You know what? Let's close that out. I just saw Grand Rising started thinking of the football player, and now I don't want to do this no more. But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, he could have found actual real talent. Like, real talent. Like, there are so many beautiful, talented black actresses who could have shown up and actually cared, like they was interested in this mess that he was talking about. But maybe I'm just too real for TV acting, or maybe his role was just stupid. He could have made a post in the newspaper. He could have put looking for actors or a Craigslist, anything. I mean, he worked in low budget television. I'm pretty sure he could have asked like his team or his fellow talent, yo, I'm looking for a part in this role. I need like a 40-year-old white lady to play a detective. I need like a guy, kind of like Michael B. Jordan type look, to play my partner. And I'd like a nice, say like kind of Nia Long looking actress to play my girlfriend. You know, she's going to be pregnant in the movie, blah, blah, blah. If y'all know anybody, send them my way. Like, I felt like he could have did that. So it made me wonder if he just wanted to meet me. Because I have fans all the time who be like, I just want to meet you. You want to meet me. I do not want to meet you. I don't know anything about you. I just do this for a living. I'm sorry. It makes me wonder if he wanted to meet me and he had me come out to this. Because there's nobody else there and he ain't said nothing else at all. Or let's say it's not just me. Are you going on adult sites to recruit? Are you trying to recruit adult entertainers to participate in your probably straight to $5 DVD bin movie? Is that what you try to do? Because I'm lost and confused, homeboy. I don't really know what's going on. Because people go to extreme lengths to try and link up with me. But I've also had people who were interested in meeting up with me. But it's not just because it's me and I'm Hurricane Fury. It's because they have a thing for adult entertainers. So I could have been anybody in the industry. They just got a thing for, you know, people in the industry. Like my multi-platinum selling rapper X, who held me hostage and also held one of my co-workers hostage, and also tried to link up with at least 3 other people who are adult entertainers. And he was in the media for dealing with an exotic dancer that he got in a situation with. So he just has a thing for adult entertainers. So is that what it is? Are you using us to be in your production? I don't know, y'all. Like, it is so many different options. But now I'm sitting up here weirded out while they talking about going to Red Lobster. I don't really fool with Red Lobster like that, y'all. But now I'm sitting up here eating some Cheddar Bay biscuits and some reheated shrimp scampi with his fake uppity cohorts. Not telling him that he really had me down at the China Walk carry out a few hours ago, and we sitting up here kicking it at one of those little carry outs in a hole in the wall where they got the little black chairs with the cracked vinyl seat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how you know the food is good, when the seats is cracked. But you really got me at Red Lobster with these fake bougie people eating some Cheddar Bay biscuits and y'all are kicking and ha 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 and putting on and all that, and you really had me in the hood eating at the Chinese carry out. I want to go back and get the shrimp lo mein and the egg roll. I don't want to be here with these people. I'm sitting up here feeling uncomfortable with these bougetto people that I don't even know, after experiencing a potential display of fandom. But I don't know, because I can't decipher if it was fandom, or if you just targeted sex workers, or if you really thought that I could be an asset to your production and I can't act my way out of a paper bag. I want to take my toys and go home. So he finally got with the program and he took me back to the hotel. So he walked me to my room. And I'm thinking he being a gentleman, because, you know, he want to walk me out to my room. You know, gentleman stuff. You know how, like, if I kick you out of my car, I would sit up here and I'm going to watch you walk up to the door and make sure you got in safe. You know what I'm saying? So he walks me up to my door, I unlock it, and he follows me in. So I'm thinking, oh, he want to talk about this wild script reading. He just couldn't say that around his people. And he wanted to get into a more appropriate, you know, setting. He want to talk about this script. No. He didn't want to talk about that script. He wanted to hug me inappropriately and place his hands south of my belt buckle border. Y'all. Okay, now you gotta go, you married creep. Because you tried it. But even though he had a belly, he still is a man. And at that time, I was like a size 3. Maybe. I was between like a size 1 and a 3. Now I'm like a size 13, so I might have had something for him. But then I was very little, okay? And saying no doesn't always work, because some men have a hard time dealing with rejection when in certain situations. We are going to address what it is, because YouTube does filter my comments when addressing certain words, so we will just refer to it as physical forcefulness. So I didn't want to make a scene and just be like, no, get out. And then like he'd be like, oh, yes. And then it turned into a situation that escalated extremely quickly, if you catch what, you know, where I'm going with it. So I decided just to gross him out. I'm about to gross out like 99% of y'all right now, but I'm just going to say it. So if you don't want to be grossed out, stick your fingers in your ear right now, because I'm just going to say it. So I told him, I said, I know this sounds nasty, but listen, my period is on and I am a heavy bleeder. And you've had me out all day long and I forgot to bring a tampon with me and it's full. I need to change it real quick. Can I go change my tampon real quick, please? And then we could come back and talk. And he was like, oh, no. You know, I forgot whatever else he said. He made some kind of excuse to leave. But I remember he was like, no, you good. You know, go ahead, you know, type words. And he left. Come on, y'all know I wasn't on my period. I wasn't for real, but I used that. But I'm glad that I didn't get struck by lightning for telling that mess, because that would have been basically the cue if a lightning bolt came through the ceiling that I was sitting up here finessing him. But like, really, dude, you are married and you tried it. So it made me wonder, like, really, what am I doing here? My ex used to sit up here and tell me that I had bookings and offers for stuff. Like, he wanted me to do a sex toy line one time. And it was a lie. It was a ploy to get me to come in town so he could try and get back up with me. Or when he said he wanted to help me do my passport information and pay for it so that I could go to the Bahamas for this booking that he had down there. Because he used to do business in the Bahamas all the time. So likely story, right? Full of it. So he would do stuff like that for me all the time, where he would make it seem like he had some work for me to do and it wasn't really anything. But the fact that it was people at this reading at the table flipped, like, so I really don't know. Did you have me come in because you wanted to meet me and you was looking at it as an opportunity to try and link up? Because he pulled me to him, he hugged me, and he put his hands like below, down, well you can't see, but down on top of that area you got the belt buckle and then you got the pocket. And he put his hands like right across there. You got to go. So I'm gonna gross him out. So that was probably the best acting of mine that he's seen the whole entire night. It's me sitting up here and talking about my tampon situation. Am I blushing? I feel like I'm blushing, but I got makeup on, so you can't tell that I'm red. Ooh, y'all, let me tell y'all something. He came and he got me from the hotel super early. Hours before I was even supposed to be at the airport. He came and got me and dropped me off at the airport. We rode to the airport in complete silence. And it wasn't like a 10-minute drive. It was like a good little hump to the airport, yo. And we rode it just in silence. We did not talk to each other at all. But I didn't care, because I got some good photos in that hotel room for my site members. In that swanky hotel. Come on, y'all. I mean, I didn't bring my toys with me. If I would have thought about it and I knew he was going to put me in a hotel like that, I would have brought my toys. But I got some really good pictures. I got to see a city that I'd never been to before. I got to ride in that tacky stretch limo thinking I'm doing something. And I got some Chinese food and Red Lobster. All for free $99, and I didn't have to pay for my flight ticket. So I felt like I was doing something, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and one of the best things that came of it is I got vlog material for Storytime to share with y'all. That's the best thing that actually came from that, is the fact that I had a story to tell y'all. Other than that, I ain't heard from him since. He didn't get a cam show off of me ever again. Like, he never came back in my room. Ever. Never saw him again. It was like the man just disappeared into oblivion. But if you want to go on Google and put two and two together with this information that I gave you, you'll be able to figure out who he is, the TV show, and get a visual of what he looked like. I mean, I already told y'all all the information that you need, because I know some of y'all is curious and nosy like I am. I know I'm nosy. I ain't gonna say for a lot of you, I'm nosy. So if y'all want to be nosy too, then go ahead and y'all can Google it and find out about the show. But it's like rated 1 star or something crazy. Ain't nobody watching that mess. Like, it's not even in production anymore. I don't know where he is. Probably still a bounty hunter. I don't know. I don't even think he is a bounty hunter anymore. He probably driving trucks now. Ain't no telling. But I don't know. He might be more successful at being a truck driver. They make pretty decent money, don't they? Driving trucks. I hear they make pretty decent money. Cause that tacky show he was doing wasn't it, y'all. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to watch the updated videos when I post them to get caught up on stuff that don't necessarily need its own video, okay? Get on the Discord. I would love to have you there. Post your pictures up there, your food pics, your sneakers. Post your outfit you wore for the day. Complain about your boss. Get on the Discord and kick it with me. Follow me on social media. Follow me on Twitch. But most importantly, check out the website. I made it myself. It's yourgirlfury.com, okay? If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you. Turn the notifications on so you know when I'm posting more nonsense like this. And please be safe. Stay away from creep balls on the internet. And I will see you in the next video because I have a lot of topics that I am in the process of working on. So thanks for riding with me. I know it's been a long time coming since I've been actively posting, but I'm recuperating. I'm feeling better than I was, and I'll be back with you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. I truly mean it. But I'm out. And my makeup held up. Whew.